Hello, my name's Ted Moreland. I am currently president of the Walnut Creek Model Railroad. I have been a member now since 1975, uh, and it is my hobby, one of two hobbies that I have. I'm also volunteering out at the Western Railroad Museum and running full-size trolley cars. The club had its start back in the 1940s when a group of model railroader enthusiasts would get together and take a portable layout around to different houses. They'd set up, they'd have operating sessions, and then they decided they needed a place to have a permanent model railroad. So they pooled their funds, they bought a building, had it moved to a location near where the depot in Walnut Creek used to be. And now that's all part of the Broadway Plaza garage. Anyway, they put the building in. They opened around 1955, and were there until the Corps of Engineers and the city wanted to move the creek. They had to move out. That was around 1969, 1970. They lost the building. They were able to get money out of Corps of Engineers to the tune of $10,000. They spent 2 years looking for a site. And after much negotiation, the city gave them the site where we're at now, here at Larky Park. And they proceeded to spend 2 years assembling the building. The $10,000 that they got went to buy the building kit. And it was a kit. It laid here in pieces. For the 2 years, they assembled the building. Completed the building approximately 1973. And as soon as they had the building enclosed, they started working on the layout. Then I joined in 1975 and have been a member since.
Part about Model Road. What really engages you? Something that makes you smile.
That's a good question. Lots of levels. One, the operation, because you're running trains. On this layout, you're running trains over approximately 11 scale miles, which is a lot more than a lot of places. You get to work out problems, such as switching problems, or if you're the dispatch, you get to figure out how can I keep the trains moving. I mean, in our case, we just run round. We don't go to a particular destination, but again, you have to think about keeping things moving. I also like the challenge of building things. I don't build from scratch. I tend to do what's called kit bashing. I don't start with a box of sticks. I usually start with an existing locomotive. And for example, on diesel locomotives, I'll put lights on so they're directional. I'll try to improve the pickup of the locomotive so it runs better. I like setting up passenger trains and then putting lights in all the cars and making it so they don't flicker as you run it. And that looks a lot better. A love of trains. Because different people like different aspects of the hobby. Many people like solving problems in various things, making operations, doing railroad style operating. To get there, you might build stuff, and you build it and you want to animate it, or you want to put lights in it, or you want to paint it so it looks realistic. So there are so many different levels of the hobby. It's hard to say, oh, that's the whole thing. No, it's that and that and that and that and that. It's kind of a contracting hobby because one, children growing up are not exposed to the trains. They're not as ubiquitous as they were especially in my parents' era. I mean, even growing up, you had lots of trains everywhere. You don't have that. Um, and they have other things to get involved with. A plus or a minus, depending on how you think of it. Yeah, they have got laptops and iPads and lots of games to play, which are problem solving in their own sense. So you got that, but they're convenient. They don't need a room this size. You can sit on the couch and do it. In terms of STEM, beyond that, there is a sense of history. You have to railroads built the nation, and because until the Second World War, after the Second World War, everything was shipped by trains, and the train was the center of many communities. In not so much in out here in the West, but back east, trains was your way to getting into the city. You know, problem solving. I mean, be that something solving a problem in operations, solving a problem, assembling a model. You have to figure out, you're going by the directions, but if you want to modify it, do your own thing. Now you got to figure out, how do I do that and come up with what I want. Nowadays with electricals, with what we have available, the miniature controllers that are out there. Guess what? You got to learn some programming. But you can also have that set up to do things for you. There are so many bits, and then you can go back, and no matter what era you wish to model, you get to learn a bit about history. Well, that's part of the whole thing. It is a community, we are much more than guys stuck in our basement playing with trains. We connect up, and like any field of interest, you got the hermits and you got the people who enjoy the community, and you share an interest in trains, or maybe a specific area of trains. And there again, the issue is currently internet is a big thing, and that's where a lot of the younger kids are going. People of my generation, oh God, they're just stuck on computers. No, yeah, that's where the community is. And they're forming their own communities in various levels. But you as a young person shows, yeah, you're an internet age person, but you got involved here. And the involvement is the big thing. Whether or not you come and just run the trains, whether or not you're building stuff, be it a layout, be it your own stuff, you purchase what we call shake the box kits, put them together and come down and run. Doesn't matter, it's the community. But all I can say about joining this organization is that I think we have a good group of people willing to help, willing to show you how to do stuff. People say, I have no idea. Well, don't worry, we'll show you. And you can learn at your own rate. You don't have to have things done by a certain time. It's up to you. How much time you spend down here, that again is up to you. Come out and learn. The whole thing is to be involved in the community, whether it's a couple hours on a Friday night, or if you're retired and come down here all hours of the day and night. But the idea is get involved.